Ow. That did hurt, in case you were wondering. Well, this is the second time I've had this happen where I've bought a ski and I've been putting the bed plate back on and something's just not quite right. So what happened is whoever installed this at some point, they found 2 bolts that were coarse thread and 2 that were fine thread, and these are the original. Should be 10 millimeter by 1.25 threads, and that's the tap I have, and they just ran these coarse thread bolts in there. I'm not sure if these come somewhere else on the ski and they got them mixed up or what, but basically at this point I've just got the right tap here, Ace Hardware, and I'll just run this through all these holes, and the ones that had the correct pitch already, it's easy, it's no problem. Definitely takes a little bit more effort on the ones that had the coarse pitch thread through them, but yeah, that's just kind of the problem with these old skis and working on them after several other people have worked on them that maybe didn't quite get it right. Alright, we've got 2 winners. We'll get these cleaned up and get this bed plate installed. So throughout this whole build, every piece of hardware I've been taking off camera and just cleaning up using the Dremel with the wire brush on it. Definitely over the top and overkill, but I just want the next person that gets to ride the ski and enjoy it, and then when they have to work on it, I want it to be as easy and as clean as possible for them. Alright, let's do it. Alright, next thing, gasket kit came in today, so we'll get this head gasket back on here and get this engine back together. We'll do a leak down test, make sure we don't have any major air leaks that are going to cause a lean condition, and we'll get this thing back in the ski. So what I've done here is set up my leak down test. So I've got two plugs here for both the exhaust and the intake. These are just plugs you find at a hardware store. They're for testing household plumbing. So they're like $2 each. So pretty straightforward, pretty easy to purchase there. You have to have, you know, those in, spark plugs in, and then you take your pulse fitting for the engine and you connect it to a vacuum pump such as this. I had a cheaper one off of Amazon. It was like 20 bucks. It lasted maybe 2 years, but then it stopped working. This one I got at O'Reilly's. It was significantly more expensive. However, it does have a lifetime warranty, so I kept the receipt for that. And I've been using it for about 3 years with no issues. Different places you look online are going to specify different things as far as how long an engine should hold a certain amount of pressure or vacuum, I suppose it would be. Right now, we are at 10 psi, which is where I started, and I've been there for 8.5 minutes. So this one's definitely good. I like to do 10 psi for 10 minutes, but other places will say 8 or allow a certain amount of drop. It just depends, but I can be very confident in this engine and its ability to hold a vacuum. And if you're not familiar, the whole point in this test is to ensure that you don't have an air leak. If you have an air leak, your engine is going to be very difficult to tune, and you're going to have a lean condition. So, yeah, and if you have a lean condition, you can contribute to a lot of issues and potential engine failure. But yeah, we're coming right up on the time. This one has not wavered off of 10 psi, which is the easiest one I've ever had, I think. So, I've had a lot of engines I've built where, you know, I'm chasing down maybe just like the smallest leak.